Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. So I am so excited for the next couple of days. I am somewhat wrapping up my time here in the Eyre Peninsula, which is so sad because I have loved it here. If I could stay longer, I definitely would. But yeah, we're making our way over to the Nullarbor so we can cross over to WA. I might still split this up into two videos just because there is still so much to see. I think we've got about a 9-hour drive with at least like 20 places to stop off. I have come from Coffin Bay National Park and I've come up to a spot called Greenlee Beach, or most people will know this spot because of the Greenlee rock pool, which is literally right behind us. It is absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to show you guys. Yeah, we've got a lot to tick off. So this location I would say is about an hour from Port Lincoln, so it's actually not too far from where we've been exploring so far. Let's get into it. I'll show you guys this spot and then we'll start looping our way up the coast. It's definitely not the warmest part of the day, so I don't know if I'll be fully jumping into this rock pool, but I might dip my toes in, see how it goes. Even though we are at low tide, there's actually a fair bit of swell pushing its way into the rock pool just with the wind that is around today. So I'll be on the mindful side, but it looks like the part in the middle of the rock pool is pretty sheltered. Now, one thing about this spot, I'm a little bit sad that I can't personally tick this off my list. Literally right behind us there on the cliffs, you can actually camp here, and the campsites are literally $10 and like the most beautiful views. It doesn't quite work out with what we've got planned for today, so we're going to keep trekking along the coast. There's another rock pool that I want to check out, and then I think we're going to sort of like camp out around a spot called Hall Beach, so we're going to head out that way now. So I made it out to Point Drummond, but all of those stops that I was just making along the way, they are all campsites. And I'm talking like $5 and you can camp on the cliffs. Like, the camping out here is absolutely wild. Now, I do know of a campsite that is free. Apparently it's supposed to be like one of the best. So we're gonna check that one out first. Otherwise, I feel like these are definitely solid contenders. I'll definitely keep an eye on the wind though, but it seems to have died down a little bit. But this spot that we are at is insane. I have no idea where the rock pool is, but we're gonna go for a little bit of a wander and explore. But the water is so blue. I don't think I've ever seen so many beautiful rocks and shells all on one beach. This is absolutely stunning. I didn't end up finding the rock pool, but we are a little bit closer to high tide, so that could be it as well. But we might start hiking our way back up to the car, head on over to Hall Bay, and yeah, suss out the camping situation for tonight. I am determined to catch a fish. I know I say that every single time, but I've gone out and bought some bait to see if that might help my cause a little bit. So apparently there's some pretty good fishing over there as well. Seriously, how is this a free campsite? This is insane, and there's literally no one here. It is still pretty early in the afternoon, and it turns out the beach access isn't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. There's something about South Australia and like their crazy letters. Let me show you guys the beach access. We might leave this one and head back to the Point Drummond, do some fishing there, and then come back out here to camp for tonight. The first ladder actually looks like it's pretty secure. The second one, maybe not so much, but there isn't really much beach anyway, so that definitely might be more of a low tide activity. So I didn't end up catching any more fish, but I'm still stoked with the one that I did get. That is going to be our catch and cook for this afternoon, but I am still obsessed with this campsite. Like, this view is absolutely insane. We've got about an hour until sunset. The sun is literally going to set right over that water, which I'm so excited for. So let's get cooking, and then we're going to sit and just enjoy this view. So for dinner, I thought I'd keep it nice and simple. We're going fish and chips. So we've got our potato. I've just cut that up nice and thin, and I'm just sort of like blanching that in some water, and then I'm going to pan fry that with some oil in the fry pan. And then as for our fish, I'm just going to be coating this. So we're going to go an egg wash, then coat it in flour, and then I've blended up some bread just to make some breadcrumbs. And in the breadcrumbs, I've just put some garlic powder, some pepper, and some salt as well. And then that's just going to be our dinner with some veg. Hands down, catching a fish yourself tastes way better every single time. This is freaking delicious, and that view is insane. I think tomorrow I'm probably not going to get up super early. I think I might just have a nice relaxing morning, but we still have so much to tick off, so make sure you guys stick around for that. I'll see you guys all in the morning. I literally had the best night's sleep last night. There was not like a single bit of noise in this campsite, not even wind, which was incredible. So had a little bit of a sleep in this morning, got up, had my coffee, did my workout, and I have completely packed down camp. So we're ready to hit the road now. But yeah, I was going to head down that ladder that I showed you guys yesterday, but the low tide here isn't really that low to make it worthwhile. So yeah, we're gonna head over to a spot called Loxwell Beach. Apparently there is some like pretty incredible salmon fishing over there. So might throw the line in, give that a go. And then we've got a few other really cool places to tick off later today as well. How stunning is that beach behind us? There is literally not a single person here, so we're gonna have the entire beach to ourselves. I'm gonna get the rod set up now. We're gonna head down to the beach and fingers crossed we can catch ourselves some salmon. This beach is definitely both equally terrifying and beautiful all at the same time. I can see why they say no swimming or surfing. It is definitely very rough out there, and apparently there's a pretty bad like undercurrent. So we're gonna throw the line in, try our luck for some salmon. I'm not gonna lie, I don't typically like fishing into surf beaches. I find it really hard to actually get my line out past even like the first couple of waves. So look, let's give it a crack. And if we don't get a fish, that is fine. If we do, even better. Yeah, look, I'm not shocked. I could not get my line out anywhere significant to even try to catch a salmon, so I'm calling it a day. I'm definitely not willing to go way too deep out in those waves because they're coming in hot, but we're gonna start making our way back up to the car and then over to the next spot. So I've driven a little bit further up the coast. About 40 kilometres outside of this town called Elliston is Talia Caves, which is such a touristy spot for good reason. So in this area you can visit the tub, I believe it's called, and then we're parked up here at the woolshed. So yeah, this cave system has literally been developed over millions of years, just being carved into the coastline here. But the reason the woolshed is such a popular spot is they've built this staircase system, so we can literally get into the cave, which is so incredible. I'm definitely keen to check it out. So we're gonna head down that way now and yeah, see what it's like. It's literally places like that that remind me why I travel. So many cool places literally here in our backyard, but I did speak with a couple of people whilst I was down there. The tub is literally a 2-minute drive, so we'll head over there now. But in saying that, guys, I'm going to close off this video here. I am literally heading up to Streaky Bay this afternoon, and I'm going to take you guys with me in the next video, pretty much all of the final incredible spots in South Australia before we cross the Nullarbor into WA, which I am so excited for. So as always, thank you guys so much for following along, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.